So the best part of this episode was going to see Yuma's head chopped off. It was the best part of this episode of Zexal too. So what happens is Vector being told by the big Don guy saying, this is where you gotta go and find your next number, and however he wants to see someone first, and we randomly meet up with this senator guy who donates all this money to freaking charity, and he's and it turns out the person who's been possessing him all this time is number 96, which is Dark Mist, obviously, or other people known him as Dark Astral. And freaking Vector comes in, seeing in his new, in his Barian's outfit of how he looks like in the series, Shingetsu form. He looks pretty badass actually with that whole biker jacket, and he was tricking him saying, yo, this is my I'm gonna serve you, and I was like, well, obviously he's using this for his own gain to do this. But it was interesting because the Don was giving him all these orders saying, yo, you gotta do this, you're doing this thing, and he even showed in parts of the episode he's grabbing his Barians have these crystallized hearts, and it's I'm grabbing this. But one thing that got to me in this episode as Yuma and the gang was going down the stairs. Why have they never explained Ryo's ability? I think it's 28 episodes in. Do you think we might want to get some details on it yet? We just know that she just has these powers and just no explanation on it. That's one thing I've just wanted to have, because Akiza from ID's got her powers explained. She was she was born with them. That's how the psychics were. But she just hasn't been explained. She even went through some development as the whole psychic stuff. But no, and also as well, that was pretty cameo. I'm pretty sure when Dark Mist went to fight that Guardian, I'm pretty sure that was Battleox. So cool little Battleox scene. Good to see him again. If that wasn't Battleox, my bad, but it looked so much like him. Freaking I know, I think it's an XYZ Battleox. It looked amazing. Seeing some old cards. I'm just a person that I just love seeing old cards. And during this duel is something I'd actually wanted to see for a very long time, and that is Astral getting a duel again. I hadn't seen him since he fought that giant Guardian guy inside his own soul. So this is something that's been very much needed in the series for a while. It doesn't happen a lot, and Dark Mist started off by summoning these Toriko demons like Spoon, Knife, Fork. I was thinking he summons Spoon. He gets rid of the Knife, throws his hand, special summon Fork, then Spoon's effect, he can bring back a level 2. And all these level 2s, he brings out Dark Mist, gets one card. And what happens is, because what Astral does, he has strategy. Unlike Yuma's pathetic ass, he has strategy. And what he did, he actually summoned, since he had no monsters, he special summoned this thing called Toy Knight. And he summoned another Toy Knight, these things have got 200. He was going to attack with these cards. So, he only loses 100 points of damage, but Dark Mist loses 2 overlay materials. But Dark Mist saw this, he activated a spell card where, not spell card, a trap card, where you, all little, monsters with 1,000 or lower attack points cannot attack, but however, if all monsters in attack position do not attack this turn, you lose 1,000. And I was that was pretty good. And he had to overlay with Hope, activated this Cloak card, and what happens is the Cloak gave him 500 extra attack points, and then he used the Dark Mist effect where it halves your monster and takes it. And what happens is that the Cloak's effect activates and it gives 1,500 points of damage to Dark Mist, which was very good. And also he uses Hope's effect to stop the attack, so that was very well done. This is why I like Astral more as a duelist, and I think 100 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! We should have really saw on a lot more Astral dueling. I don't know, maybe possess Yuma or something, or just had some practice duels with him. That's something I think that's something they might do at the end of the series. Yugi and the Pharaoh was, maybe those two might have a duel and it'd be a surpassing thing. But the episode really ended with what happened. If I try to remember, they add today like this because the temple's like some ancient creepy place, like which is the best way to describe it. Where Yuma's got to sit on this thing, and that's where the whole axe thing came into play earlier, where his head got chopped off. Every time he deals damage to Yuma, there's going to be more obstacles coming out. So I'm like, oh god, please Astral, please hit him, please deal more damage to Dark Mist. But obviously not. I'm pretty curious to see because like we see in the preview that he uses the barium source and he becomes all muscly and it's like he looks like really weird as this transformed version of Astral, and I'm pretty sure like that monster we see in the opening, that dragon, I'm pretty sure that is the ranked up version of Dark Mist. So I'm glad that the old barium cards are getting out there. Maybe that's like something like them. Maybe like manga only cards, they might rank up some monsters that are needed to be ranked up. But you know, we thought of this episode because I thought it was pretty good. But that's all from me. I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, direct like Panda, sign out, and I'll see you next time.